And we are here today. We have bench only for raw and equipped on 4 platforms. I am Solana Lewis.
I'm Kyle Miller, Kyle from Project Strength. And yeah, quite a bit of bench going on today. So we'll keep you updated on each platform here, the lifters, the load, and the lights. So strap in. Obviously, you got somebody here you're supporting probably, somebody you know, or you're just a bench enthusiast.
Yeah, either way, it's cool. All right, on platform 1, we have a Logan Gadru.
Yep, opener at 90
90
kilos. And that's an equipped teen lifter there.
There we go.
But good opener. Some movement at the chest, yeah.
2 red lights. And he got yellow cards, so you said some move out the chest.
Movement on the chest, yeah. He might have been just kind of feeling things, getting kind of nerves out, I'd say, too, especially with a teen lifter like that. But obviously 2 more chances to clean that up. And yeah, we'll see what happens with the yellow cards. See exactly why that may have happened there.
Yeah. Platform 2, we have Frank Veselicki. So I'm going for.
Yep, Masters 3 lifter, which means he's in the 60 to 69 age division there.
I love how powerlifting has an age group for everybody. It's awesome. Platform 4, we had a good lift. Platform 3, Kevin Halverson is taking his first attempt at 67.5.
Yep, and that was a good lift on 1 as well. So a lot of these openers should move pretty quick, like openers should, right? So you're kind of making sure everything's in the right groove, especially for these equipped lifters that are lifting in bench shirts. Don't want to open up too heavy. You want to set yourself up, make sure there's room to go up 2 times on the lift. But yeah, it's a wide range of lifters between equipped lifters on 1 and 2, raw on 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So Mitchell Thomas on 4, 120 kilos, taking it to the chest. Returns it right back to the top.
Look at me. Platform 3, Nicholas Kurtz just smoked his opener. Have you, Kyle, ever put on a bench shirt or done equipped?
Yes. So I haven't done equipped meet, but I have lifted in bench shirts. I love it. I love the extra overload from it. It is a nice little ego stroke as well. And it's fun to do, but obviously marks you up. Can kind of beat you up, but I don't know. I liked it. It was a nice adrenaline rush. What about you?
Never in my life. And I was gonna say, you said oh, obviously it beats you up. It's not obvious. Tell us. You put the shirt on. Someone who doesn't know what bench shirt is. Is it tight? Does it hurt?
It's super tight. Typically, you need a whole crew to properly train equipped. Both from safety measures, but then also just helping you get in and out of the equipment. All right, action on 3 and 4. Actually, pretty tough battle there on the opener for John on platform 3. So
he got 2 white lights, so it still counts.
Still counts. We'll see what he jumps to from there.
Yeah.
And getting some instructions there from the side referee.
William Garcia. That was a good lift on platform 1. So we're seeing a good amount of yellow cards.
Yep.
So yellow cards can mean a lot of things.
Yep.
It can mean you had movement of your foot, your butt came off the bench, your head came off the bench. It can mean that you skipped the press command or one of the commands. Yep. I think even a couple other things too, right?
Yep. So I would say it's probably the most common, arguably, card to be given on bench. And rightfully so, just between the commands like you were getting at, and then I'd also say probably with the butt lifting off, the most frequent kind of technical fault within bench. And as you can see there on 2, 3, and on 3 yellow cards for both those lifters, so they'll come back around to get another attempt at it. But yeah, the reds will just be the true red cards will just be completely on missed on strength, that sort of thing within bench. So for those that don't know, each lift you can have a blue, a yellow, or a red card, and that helps let the lifter and coach or handler know what exactly went wrong, just a communication piece. And then you can even kind of take that to the jury at national meets like this when there's a head table.
Yes. Platform 3, you have Zone Vang for his opener. That looks nice and smooth. Platform 4, Evan Hawk is about to take his. He's getting a lift off. So, guys, not everyone takes lift off. It's optional. You can tell the spotter, hey, I want you to give me a lift off this way, and that can help with your lift. But some people like no lift off because you can control the whole thing yourself.
Yeah, that was a super wide and super technical bench there. A nice high arch and a 2 white light lift.
On Platform 4, Platform 1, Adam Hasty taking his opener. Platform 2, Gary Pamplin. Oh, I think you finished.
Yeah.
You may have. I was gonna ask you, for equipped, do you always get a handoff or like?
Yeah.
Do people do
so
ever?
And sometimes even like some people need help getting their hands over into position, depending on how tight the shirt is. But typically, you're not going to see that within. I haven't seen too much of it within USA Powerlifting, honestly. And I say it's more within a training setting, or I've done some work within Texas High School Powerlifting Association, THSPA, and it's pretty frequent in there. Just help the kids out get into position, make sure they feel comfortable before they get that lift off and press. But yeah, within THSPA as well, and a lot of these other federations, you also can decide on who gets to give you the lift off. So it's typically coach or training partner or friend. But here, as you can see on each platform, it's the same person each time. So you can't elect who gives it to you. And Carlos Mata, it's a good, strong opener there for him on 3.
Looks good. We have Alex Smith on Platform 1 taking his opener. And on Platform 2, Matthew Gunville is taking his opener.
So both Carlos Mata and Alex Smith have already competed full power this week. Alex competed yesterday, actually, and Carlos was the day before, I believe.
So what you think is, so the women's bench only was on Wednesday.
Yep.
So do you think which one's better? Do bench only first and then do full power, or flip-flop?
I would want it flip-flopped. I would want to do what the guys have done, that Carlos and Alex, who I both know actually as well, where I'd rather focus and put all my effort into full power and then turn around and do bench again. And bench recovers pretty quickly, but it's like I'd rather recover and do the single lift by itself after I've done full power. And Joel Van Devere on 3, I actually have to give a quick shout out to him. 2 white lights there. That is a University of Oklahoma lifter there. Yeah. And so I coach the team at University of Oklahoma. Joel actually is joined today. Competing with him is his dad and his brother, though. Aww. And so they all kind of run their own programming there. I don't do it where it's like fencing off the coaching and programming, so it's cool to see all of them out here.
The whole family part. That's so freaking cute. All right, Platform 1, Luke Hannafin. Ooh, 2 red lights. Yeah. His butt came off the bench. You can see the referee mention that. And that's one where like we can't see from this angle. So that's why I'm always like, I don't know what it was. Because I cannot see their butt.
But typically it's like if you can see it, the 2 reds were coming from the side. That's probably just going to be like you said, just the butt coming up. Yeah.
Platform 2 had 2-to-1 good lift.
Yeah.
Platform 3, Manuel Prieto, that is a good lift. 3 white lights. Platform 4, Mitchell Thomas got 3 white lights. Oh, no, the guy before him did.
Yeah.
It so
pushes.
Fast,
Okay, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Because sometimes lifting cat, and I mean, you know this, you saw this probably too, it'll be on a delay instead of pushing it through really quickly. Okay. So, yeah.
So it's not me, it's you. Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
You being lifting cats, not you.
Yeah.
All right, Platform 1, Easton Schuster is taking his bench opener. Look at the load, bro.
Yeah,
683 pounds. He's a 90-kilo lifter. So, oh my gosh, like, look at how he lowered to his chest. I feel like he didn't get to his chest all the way. But that's what fascinates me about equipped bench. Like, it's hard to get the bar down. Yeah. So as a raw lifter of 7 years, I'm like, I've never experienced gravity not working. So it's just so interesting to see equipped.
That's one of those things, and we commentated on that yesterday for some equipped squats where typically you don't go up if you miss. But with an equipped lifting, you might need to load the bar more to help yourself either bring it to the chest or get to depth. And so we saw that yesterday. We're going to see it today. I guarantee it. But yeah, a lot of fast-paced lifting here. With equipped lifting, you don't really have crazy setups just because of the restriction that you're in. There's no like exorcist setups or anything like that, right? Like you typically see within raw lifting or lighter weight classes where they can get a little bit more mobile and into position more.
Some nice high arches.
Yeah,
Let's find
exactly.
a nice high arch. Like hopefully someone has one.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see a couple today. These bench specialists are here for a reason today.
You definitely see it more in the woman though.
Yeah. So on for it, we have Dennis Alba. We're already in second attempts here. That was 150, 330 on the bar, and 3 white lights. Very fast. That's exactly how you want it.
Nice. Platform 2, Frank Veselicki got 3 white lights. Platform 1, we have 2-1. A good lift. Platform 3, James. Ooh, I did it again.
Yep. So the lifter before James. Good lift. See, we're steadily making progress within our production and kind of everything that we have here. We have limited space in our commentary booth right now, but typically we'll have lifting cast pulled up. That way we can see the full order of each and every platform. But again, kind of limited space here, so we're working with what we got. And
nice
there's
and cozy.
There's the dad there on 4, Nathaniel Van Devere. 3 white lights for him.
Excellent.
Setting the example.
Platform 2, Brian Scott taking his second attempt. That looked good. Platform 1, Gary Grand taking his second, and they both look good. We got 3 whites on 2 and 3 whites on 1.
Yep. But yeah, like you said, it's kind of hard for us to fully and accurately judge these lifts just because of the angle that we have. We only have 33% of the referee angle here.
Very true.
So,
because there are 3 referees, for y'all who don't know, there's 3 referees on each platform, and they all get to give a light. And so that's why if you get at least 2 white lights, you're good to go. 3 white lights, you're obviously good to go. But if you get 2 reds, you can go to the jury, but it is a bad lift. And 3 reds, jury, just bad lift, moving on with your life.
Yep. And that is a knowledge bomb, and I feel like something that a lot of people aren't too familiar with. But yeah, like Solana said here, as long as you get 1 white light, you could potentially take that to the jury. You don't always want to. You need to make sure that the odds that you can get it overturned are pretty good and in your favor. But the benefit of the doubt should be going to the lifter. So
yes. Platform 2, Sturgis. Let's see. I feel like I saw some butt coming up. Oh, okay. See, I really can't tell from here. 3 white lights. Okay.
Omar
Valdez.
115 on the bar.
Oh,
2 white lights.
2-1.
Or sorry, 2 red lights there. Not in the favor. I wish it was 2 white lights there for you.
Oh, but your wish means nothing.
Yeah. So last night within your session, there was a pretty good overturned squat with Jasmine Pinn.
Oh my gosh,
that was
I was
huge.
So happy for her, man.
Yeah.
I was so stoked.
Same
that
thing
with the angles, we couldn't see anything from the sides, so we saw like a top-down view. So I was like, was it good? Was it bad? So I'm so happy she got it.
I want to say that was like a huge, like 10 kilo or
15 kilo
15
jump.
kilo.
Yeah, she went from 190 to 205.
Huge jump, but
strong.
Yeah.
Platform 1, Sky Hansen taking attempt number 2. Platform 2, we have Keith. He just got 3 white lights.
Yep. So Scott Hansen on 1, 132.5 kilos on the bar. Controlled there. And so, yeah, you'll see typically these equipped lifters, it is moving a little bit slower there to the chest. They're trying to stay controlled. They're trying to groove that shirt just right. If you get out of position, it is hard to remain stacked and efficient with that. Things can get kind of scary pretty fast within a bench shirt. But then because of the shirt and the tension that you're loading into, it's like a rubber band you're loading, and then it will spring off the chest. And you got to just make sure you put it in the right position there. Platform
1, if you look in the corner, we have Donovan Thompson. But if you look in the corner, we have Jen Thompson, who is handling Donovan Thompson. I'm assuming her husband. I mean, that makes sense, right? And you can see her on the picture. If you look at Platform 2, you see her face on the picture. She's like 10, I believe, like 10-time world champion.
Yeah. She needs to start counting on her toes now, apparently.
Yeah.
How many times? So, yeah, well decorated, the both of them.
Excellent athlete.
And same thing, he competed full power yesterday as well.
But unfortunately, not a good lift for her husband.
And she hit that American record bench last night as well.
Killed it.
James Bird on platform 3. I think you're about to say
I
that
was
too.
about to. It's all good. It looked like a good one.
Yeah. Nice full
fight.
range of motion, flat backed with it. Yep.
2 to 1.
Thumbs up.
We'll take it.
2 white lights.
And yeah, y'all, the spotters and loaders, man, they're working so hard. Like, they move so fast and efficiently. Spotters and loaders, I always say this on my podcast, Powerlifting. Like, when it comes to a good meet, the spotter and loaders make everything. They make or break everything.
And they haven't slowed down.
Like once since Tuesday, since we started Tuesday.
These have been very efficient and fast sessions, and we all appreciate it. So yeah, they've done a great job. And what's actually nice and kind of a new thing is they're actually working in the back room, the warm-up room as well. So they're walking around and offering to help load in the warm-up room.
That's awesome. I know that. Platform 3, we have a good lift. Platform 2, we have Draven Collins setting up 240 kilos for his second attempt.
Yeah.
Mitchell Thomas on platform 4. Oh, third attempt. Okay, we are moving fast on platform 4 over here. Must be a smaller flight too.
Platform 4, and confirmed again. So that is the UTSA spotting loading crew there.
Yep.
And any platform they are on, that's going to be the fastest platform of the day, just because of how fast they can change it. They're a pit crew.
Like, I got to go to Texas, and they were the spotters and loaders for a game day barbell. I was like, wow, this is true spotting and loading right here.
No, like seeing them, like pay attention to them work after this lift. So you can see JJ there already has the change plates required for the next lift.
Mm-hmm.
So same thing with Zach on the other side. So they know what each person is doing. It's amazing seeing them work on that. Yeah.
Look at that. Look how fast. Oh, my gosh. I can't. Alrighty.
And so we actually have an American record attempt coming up. Dennis Alba, we commentated on how fast that second attempt was for him. He looks good for this. 152.5, 336 pounds. So Master 3 lifter here.
It's his third attempt. For y'all who don't know, you get 3 attempts for the bench press, and then general for each lift if it's a full power meet. So let's see if you can nail it. Wow. Yes, you can.
He may have had 2.5 more, but he doesn't need 2.5 more.
Yeah.
That's an American record attempt secured. Great job there for him.
Platform 1, William Garcia taking his second attempt.
Carlos Mata on 3, just hitting a little bit of a wall there. We'll see. It looks like he's wiping his feet. Maybe needs to change the setup there. Maybe losing kind of that foot positioning. So the carpet.
Oh, you're talking about the carpet?
No, you go ahead, because you competed last night on the carpet.
I'm not going to lie. It's like a slip and slide carpet.
Yeah?
It's the slipperiest carpet I've felt. I was like, wow. I was like previously doing some Larson presses today.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one. Not to complain or anything. Love that we have, new platforms. They're awesome. But like that carpet, that could be a little better.
Nathaniel Vanderveer looks like he's cramping there. He is using a belt on bench, so trying to make sure he really has something to reinforce and stay tight with. His son Joel Vanderveer on 3. White lights for the both of them. Great to see. But yeah, I have seen quite a few people talking about the carpets, and especially with a lot of technical lifters, high arch lifters, that can be make or break for them. So it's a hit or miss thing when you really need that positioning to keep that positioning with leg drive. But the I guess silver lining is if you suck at leg drive, then you'll do fine here.
Really need it. Yay, that's such a great silver lining. Thank you for pointing it out, Kyle. Platform 4, Derek Legrande. And he's taking his third attempt, 192.5 kilo. Platform 3, Manuel Prieto taking his second at 135 kilo.
Yep.
Both raw lifters, as we know. These are the raw platforms.
So that's 683 on platform 1. This is Easton. I believe a Midland alum, or maybe still a current student, but we've got Tim Anderson, Midland head coach, looking on. That looks better for him.
I thought he was shaking his head.
Still a little wonky there, going to the chest, but it counts. 2 white lights, that's all you need.
Yes.
we'll see
Very
what they
good.
do for the next one there.
Platform 2, Brian Scott. Let's see it. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
okay. Do he get
Ooh,
the
did he
rack
jump?
command?
Yeah, he may have jumped that rack command.
If it's yellow card,
Oh
I
man,
saw
so
it
that's
too.
tough.
Yep.
And that I typically will see on a, I mean, still on some openers, especially with newer lifters. But when you're dealing with maximal load, you're wanting to rack that thing as quickly as possible, and sometimes you forget to hold on to that on that third.
And I don't know if y'all noticed, these are TSS racks. These
Yeah.
are the new TSS racks, and they have new benches. So it's our first time getting to use them, and they're nice. I like it. It's definitely a more firm bench, a little bit thicker than what we've had in the past. So I'm enjoying that we got these custom TSS racks for this USAPL Mega Nationals.
So if you've got your bingo sheet, Solana, Lewis, we're saying carpet, no, but TSS rack, yes. Keeping up with our reviews.
Yeah, and while we're talking about, let's shout out our sponsors. We got SBD, we got A7, we got Rogue, we got RP Periodization app. Without them, we would not be here right now watching the bench press.
Yep. Yeah, plus all the spotters, loaders, the referees, everybody in the production team helping us get this visual done, the live stream out to you. So yeah, it's quite an undertaking what they do. It's amazing how they do it and how they improve year after year. So
Shahid Bryan on platform 3 taking a second attempt. That looks good. There we go.
Might make a small jump there. Bench is one of those lifts where it's like from the second to third, you really don't know what's there. You could think 5 is there, and it was just 2.5 too much. Like you can hit a wall very quickly.
Ooh, platform 2 no lift for Keith. Maybe he took a too big of a jump.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about. Platform 1, Gary Grand. That is a good lift. 3 white lights. Yay. Okay, so platform 4 is complete. There's no other flight. That's it.
That's by the looks of it. There's no other flight.
Oh, yo, they're like, well, job well done. Bye.
So you can hear it in our voices. We're realizing that we might be out of here quicker than we thought.
I literally had no idea. Anyways, but we love being here with y'all.
I should have been able to do this from Zoom. Like,
bro, stop it. Stop it. Platform 3, we got James Liu taking his third attempt. Let's see it, James.
Oh, a grinder there. It might be, yeah. And so I saw that a couple times last night. There's a good head referee that once he saw that up and down,
he just says take
he can actually give the take command.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, it's one of those two, especially, well, I believe that was his third actually there. If I see that on the second, even as coach and handler, I'm yelling take from the side because I don't want my lifter to grind it out. They may have like misgrooved something may have been out of position. And so I want them to not have a 10-second grinder that then gasses them and we have nothing to do on our third. Exactly. I want them to get another solid attempt in.
Oh, platform 1, 2 to 1, no lift, unfortunately, for Omar. Did you see my third bench?
I did.
Literally so much up and down. I finished out. I heard him say rack, and I was just like, I'm just gonna finish the lift anyways because I just wanted to.
On your misses, I will say though, your mentality is better than most I've seen, and it's not really surprising to me. I've seen you as a lifter for quite a bit, but it's easy to go down that dark path, and I don't know if it's something you've worked on in the past or if it's just maybe you still were struggling with it and are human, but and maybe it was you and Brad just kind of staying refocused and looking at something else. But yeah, take us through what on a third attempt miss, what goes through your head immediately?
Oh, well, first of all, you want to know why, right? So if you can figure out why, that's pretty cool. Third attempt miss, it sucks, but you have to focus on the next lift.
Exactly.
You can't keep thinking about it because then you will fail the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's taken a lot of years to kind of get to that point, but I'm just no, we have to focus on bench and then deadlift. I can be mad tonight later on, but not right now. So platform 1, was that a good lift?
No, it wasn't there. But then now we have Donovan Thompson on platform 1 coming out to his third and final bench attempt.
Okay,
190.
So he missed a second.
Yeah. So another chance here at 190, 418 on the bar for him. And then Drayvon Collins and John setting up on platforms 2 and 3 respectively, 240 on 2 and 97.5 on 3. So John's going to get the start command first. Now the press. Just too much there.
Just too heavy.
Yeah.
Platform 2, we got Draven Collins. Let's see this lift.
That's 529 pounds in his hands right now.
So okay, honest question for Equip. Like, his elbows were clearly not locked out before he even got the start command. Like,
so, and that's also one of those things of, and you'll see it with some people that do have like surgery as well. So your locked out is going to look different on different people. And sometimes you actually have to go to the head referee and say, hey, look, this is my lifter fully extended. This is them locked out, just so you know, so we don't have to deal with a call and have to explain ourselves after you make the call. But yeah, with equip lifting, due to the equipment, things will look potentially not locked out. That's why it actually is good for the referees to have experience with calling on every lift, particularly squat and bench. Things are going to look different on performance and standards in a sense.
Yes. Platform 3, Jamesburg got 2 white lights. Good lift. We have Adam Hasty on platform 1. His third attempt, 217.5 kilos.
Yeah, I see those spotters and loaders from UTSA already walking out to the main part of the hotel here. So they are done.
Bye.
All right, Adam Hasty, unfortunately not going to hit the 217.5 today, but there is always another meet there. I love the class from him, though. Going around to each referee, thanking them for their time, their service, providing a meet for us here today, and an easy opener there on platform 2. So we do have some other fights on these other platforms going.
Got it. Platform 3, Lee Rogers coming out. Platform 1, William Garcia.
Yep, both taking third attempts. And I commentated this on a lot of these sessions that I've been commentating, and then Squat Meme Deadlift, the man behind that account, was tuning in last night to the primetime session and shared what I've referenced. So this is statistically the most missed lift across federations, and that he's pulling data from Open Powerlifting, which he helps run. So no lift there for William Garcia, supporting that claim, that stat line. Lee Rogers taking the time. You have 1 minute from when the head referee calls bars loaded to get the initiation of the lift. Initiation of the lift is you have to be in position. The side referees let the head referees know, hey, everything's in position. We're good to go. You can give the start command, and that start command from the head referee is the initiation of the lift for bench.
A minute's a very long time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you can see on Instagram captions, a lot of people be like, oh, yeah, they held me so long. And it's like, well, if you got into position. And that's what I loved from Bryce last night, Bryce Lewis. He doesn't have hips up, feet up, anything like that. He just sets his head position, gets into place, and he gets the quickest start command ever because of it. So, yeah, I love that.
Another thing, too, if you take a self handoff, you always get a faster command. You don't have to wait for someone to get out of the way. Not to say that means you should take one, depends on the person. And also, really technical benchers, but especially high archers, like most of them need a handoff, and they literally will get out of position without one. So.
And on 3, Carlos Mata came back and did something very difficult, missed it on his second, got it on his third. That's awesome. I love that guy. He's a great lifter. He competes quite frequently, actually, and then across multiple strength sports. A good weightlifter as well.
Good save from the spotters on platform 1.
Yep. Keeping Alex Smith from he trains out of TSS Houston, and he does a lot of MC work there down in Houston, actually.
Nice. Texas is where like all the great powerlifters are.
I agree.
So much powerlifting.
Thank you for. I mean, you're very knowledgeable. Run your own powerlifting podcast, so you would know. But yeah, there's some people out in the Carolinas that I have some friendly competition and arguments with. On Carolinas are also very strong states, but I believe Texas is the strongest. I'm a little biased. Joel fighting for that. I just can't push through that. All right, and Cody Wolfram, also from Texas, on platform 2. And then we have Luke Hannafin on platform 1. Found the right groove. Can he get it back to the top without that downward motion we've talked about?
There we go. Look,
Potentially. We'll see what the refs have to say here. That's 232.5. Unfortunately, not a good lift there for him. But Cody will... Yeah, probably.
Platform 3, Manuel Prieto taking his third attempt, 137.5 kilo.
Yeah. And now a third attempt from Easton, who we've talked about a couple times. He had missed that 683 opener, got it on his second, and there is 722 on the bar for his third bench.
That is a lot of freaking weights.
Yeah, some people will never deadlift that, and this man has it on his bench. So that's pretty cool for him.
So you can
pretty
see
depressing for the rest of us.
We have four spotters for this 722-pound bench press. So we get... I know the rule for squats is 500 plus pounds. You have 5 spotters. What's the rule for bench?
I want to say it's around that same weight.
500 plus?
Yeah. But I'm not, maybe 7. Because I don't remember if we had that for the 683.
I think it's good.
Yep.
It's so hard for me as well.
Yep.
Single.
And that's why the refs are the refs.
2 refs. We got a blue card and a yellow. So
card,
blue typically means up and down on the bar, meaning they went down, then back up again. Also, it can mean that they didn't fully lock out the elbows.
Yeah.
And then yellow card, like we said, is a lot of stuff. It can be butt coming off the bench. It can be feet moving, head moving, missing on command. Probably more butt moving, as we talked about, is going to be the most common yellow card we see today. Yeah. So, all the above.
And on platform 2, Derek Anderson with an opener at 175. That's 385 in freedom units, and that's a good lift.
Shahid Bryan's coming out for bench attempt 3 on platform 3. If you look at platform 1, you see Susan Gary who's handling. So she is one of the OG handlers. Her and Matt Gary are pretty much known for being legendary handlers. They literally teach how to handle, and they're phenomenal. Great to always see them here.
Yeah, and that's something that with that primetime session last night we were commentating on was it, and it's held true. A lot of the 9-for-9s, a lot of the champs are being handled by Matt Gary and that duo there.
Game day handling is very underrated. People don't understand how important it is to have a coach who understands when to change attempts, how to jockey around, how to scout your other competitors.
I'll say this. The difference between a good handler and a great handler, it is pretty wide, because you can get away from, and even within raw powerlifting, honestly, you can handle yourself. I've done it. Countless people have done it. It does take a good amount of experience to do it well, I guess, and you've got to be pretty relaxed and calm. But typically local level meets and kind of newer lifters, you might have a friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, training partner handle you. But the difference between them handling you and Matt Gary handling you
is quite vast.
Let me tell you. Yeah.
Pretty big. Something I've mentioned multiple times on my podcast, The Power and Lifting, I'm do not handle yourself. I'm just don't do it. Straight up. Even if it's a local meet, grab a friend. And you don't have to pay a coach necessarily, but get someone to help you. It's rare. And for you, you've been lifting for a long time, powerlifting, so you can do it at local meet, but most people really can't. And people don't normally stay in that sport as long as we have. Yeah.
Additional context, I typically average around 84 or so meets a year as far as handling or competing myself. So I coach, I program, peak or handle around 84 meets a year. So yeah. So there's a decent amount of experience there. But then, I also do. It's only been a couple times that I've handled myself through something. Typically, it is nice for me to have somebody there for that objectivity, where it's cool. It feels like crap to me, honestly, sometimes, but they can be there to say, hey, look, this is how it moved. This is what we should do.
We're on first attempts for platforms 1 and 2. Michael got, I think, 3 white lights. Yep, good. And platform 1, we have 3 white lights as well. We're on bench step 1 for platform 3 as well with Jim Cathios, 140 kilos, and that is a good lift. It looks like, there we go. 3 white lights. We are moving and chugging along. Platform 2, Arnold Barnett is coming out. And platform 1, we have Joel Ruzick. 82.5 kilos in the bar.
Yep. So if you're at home and you want to follow along with the live scoring, you can go to liftingcast.com. But a quick note, if you want to follow along with what the action today, obviously, there's 2 different links. So there's USA Powerlifting Bench Nationals Day 2. That's what we're watching right now. And then there's also the USA Powerlifting Mega Nationals Day 4. And that's the lifting that's going to be happening in these next 2 sessions to follow. So liftingcast.com, Bench Nationals Day 2, and then you can use the menu icon in the upper left to toggle in between what you're going to want to hit is the find the platform that you want your lifters on and hit board, and then you'll be able to see all of that platform's board display.
Thank you for explaining that, because a lot of people don't know. They can literally follow along in live time.
So you'll be able to see the lifter, the order of lifters, the load. The blue means that that's the lifter currently attempting weight, and then the green means it's a good lift. The red means that it was no lift.
And we have platform 2, Troy Foseco coming out for his first attempt. So one thing I always say about first attempts, it should be very, very easy because you need at least 1 attempt for your meets to essentially count, right?
Yeah.
So first attempt, my rule of thumb is you should be able to probably triple it.
Yeah, and that's something that Carl and I were talking about yesterday. That's my rule. So some coaches will say double or triple, but for me it's more of triple, and I kind of work that into the peaking program. We've had a strength block and peaking block leading into the meet, so we have reliable data on what a decent triple would be. And it's one of those too where it's like, even if something weird happens in warm-ups, even if you like clip the rack unracking on squat or get a bad lift off, no matter the variable, you'll be able to finish that, because you don't want to bomb out. If you don't get one of your 3 lifts on any given discipline, squat, bench, or deadlift, then you bomb out. You get a total of 0. The meet doesn't count. So want to avoid that, obviously, at all cost.
You do. We do. Platform 1, Owen Becker. Oh, I wanted to ask you, so for equipped lifting, same rule of thumb? You should be able to triple it?
I'm not as familiar with equipped. I don't coach equipped, so I'd try to defer if possible to somebody else on that, because I would say that doubles, triples, it's like rep work doesn't really equate between equipped and raw.
That's why I was asking. I was like, I don't
really
even
good question there.
understand how to figure out your attempt selection for equipped.
Because I mean, even leading into a lot of the peaking, it's like you're doing board work and work that like straps down on suits. There's so many different variations to equipped lifting, the training behind it. So I'd have to defer to somebody else on that, unfortunately, outside of my wheelhouse.
Platform 3 have a good lift for his opener. Platform 1, Henrik gets 3 white lights. Platform 2, Jeremy got 3 white lights.
So and it looks like on each of these platforms here, even though we're wrapped up with platform 4, we just have one flight, the current flight that we're working on, the flight B lifters, and then we will take a break and come back for lifting later on for session 2.
Exciting. So this Mega Nationals has been going on since Tuesday. Doesn't end until Sunday. So this is a 5-day meet, you guys. Like, these spotters and learners have been here every single day, and they are chugging along. This sport is really run by volunteers.
Yep.
Like, referee is a volunteer job, commentating is a volunteer job, all of it. So it's just really incredible. I love the sport, and I love that people who love it pour back to the community so that we can keep it going and keep growing it. And
just like we have competitors coming from all across the nation, we also have referees, spotters, and loaders coming from all across the nation. So I love it because it's that opportunity to see so many of your friends that you only see at these national events. Typically.
My God, it's like the best part.
Yeah. And then it's funny as well, because then it's like, I was saying that the other day of you also get to size up everybody that you might only know from Instagram.
Yes.
So like the new friends you make online, it's like, all right, cool. How short, tall, big, small are they relative to their lifting videos?
Every national meet I go to, Solana, you look taller in person. I didn't know you were this tall. Every single meet.
Yeah, super tall for a powerlifter.
Someone I did say, you are larger but shorter than I thought. So it's always how it is.
All right, Jorge Castaneda got that lift on platform 3. Action goes to Jeremy on platform 2. We'll see the refs have to say. 529, good opener there. And Terry on 1, 330 pounds. Quite the dismount there.
Very
and
nice.
3 white lights.
We love a good dismount.
Yeah. Second place, 82.5 kilo champ Angelo Fortino would love that dismount, I would say.
Yes, I would agree. Who's got the best dismount from bench press?
Oh, man. Out of the like people that I know that actually like work on it like Angelo does, I'd say Angelo.
This is true, but I will say Jen Thompson. She didn't really have a fancy dismount, but she stands on the bench and flexes after, and so that's her thing.
I said that the graphics took away some things last night, like your lifts. They also took away that. And so I was going to say, oh, yeah, this is her signature thing. She's about to stand up, and then it was like, bam, graphic. I was like, never mind.
Oh, man. Anywho, platform 1, Monty Murphy. And that is 3 white lights.
Yeah.
So you can see when you look at the screen, right? You see the name first on top, and then you see bench-1. That means they're on first attempts.
Yeah.
Then you see the number in kilos, and then next to it is FIM units. Underneath that, you will see what their if they're master, if they're open, which is every weight class. So it's cool to see that, so you can know like their age group and then their actual bench attempt. Oh no, the weight class is right next to it.
Yeah, the weight classes with the age division as well there.
Yeah, so that's what that breakdown on the screen is. And this is the weight class sport, meaning you literally have to weigh in USA PL. You weigh in 2 hours prior with 2-hour weigh-in. And then after that, you refuel yourself, eat some food, get ready to warm up, and then go out.
Umar on 2 had a great opener, very fast 5:30 opener there. Yes. And then we're going to see an amazing bench here. Opener second and third from Jason Mike.
Awesome.
He is one of the best benchers in the world. He's got a 573 opener at the 140 class.
Incredible.
And so that means he weighs in at or under 308.
And you can see on platform 1, they just toss them to the side, but they have boards. So you can request a board of a different height. They have like 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inches, I think. So if you have like shorter legs, you can use that to help you with leg drive. So that's really convenient. I will say though, with the slippery carpet, I've seen some slippage with the boards. So I don't know.
And there is an interesting tactic, the primetime session that included the 56, Chrissy Piraki. Her opener, she slipped. I saw it. She felt it. Some other people were commentating on it. And she came back on her second and third and requested the blocks. And then you can also actually, and I didn't know that, you can also actually have people reinforce the blocks. So spotters and loaders will kind of step on the blocks. And so that was a really smart play that I saw that was aimed at fighting that slippery platform, essentially.
Yes, and I saw that as well. And I didn't know you could do that until this meet. Yeah. What's cool, though, and something I learned, so one person requested that, right? And the spotters put their foot on it, like, after they, like, basically they were setting up and they were about to get the lift off. So they put their feet on it when they were about to get the lift off. You have to put your feet on it before that because you're getting that tension, like, as you are setting up. Like, my leg drives happens before I've even planted my freaking traps on the bench. So, like, you know, so, like, you have to be like, no, step on it now so I can set up right.
Yep. And that's the proper way. I see so many people make that mistake of they'll do like a feet up and set up trying to get into place, and then they like bring both feet down at the same time, and I'm like, cool, you just lost all of your positioning. Like, yeah.
And platform 1 with Adam Veramontes, that is a good lift. Ooh, platform 2, Howard Aaron, that was a no lift, and that was an American record attempt right there.
I actually know this is to follow, so that was the one right before him. Yeah, so lifting cast, throwing her off again. But Howard Aaron on platform 2 on second attempt coming out to an American record attempt here for the Master 4 division, 100 kilo class. There's 152.5 on the bar, 336. Giving some fist bumps to the spot load crew there. Let's tune in to him, as we also have Brandon Rojo on platform 1. Self liftoff, 187.5, 418 on the bar for Brandon's first attempt. Nice control to the chest, returned it quickly to the top. I'd say that's 3 white lights, and the referees agree. The American record attempt, oh man, there's a little downward there.
Darn.
Okay, so we'll be able to see he has another
Yellow
attempt.
card.
Yeah, so he has
maybe
another
his butt
attempt.
came off?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
he has another attempt here, so we'll see if he can keep that positioning there, the hips, the butt down, and complete that American record attempt.
I was expecting blue, that's why I said that.
Yeah, no, I was as well, because there was more of the up and down there.
You can actually put both cards in
Yeah,
one
yeah, exactly.
Which I didn't even know until recently. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
could have been doing that the whole time. Oops.
Yeah, some people can collect the Skittles. So if you collect, that's
Oh
what
my
I'm
God.
calling it. It's if you collect all 3,
don't want it.
something definitely went wrong. So yeah, and that's why training to standard, knowing the rules, is so important. That when you get here to the national level, it's not by mistake. It's not just strength compensating. You've earned it, and you can perform to a high standard that these national referees are going to hold you to.
And platform 1, Jeremy Harrer. That is a good lift. Platform 3, Jim Cathios. He's fighting it. Oh, did he lock it out?
Referees say
Oh,
he did. 3 white
I
lights.
Really, see, this is
Yeah.
what scares me. Like, as a referee, I'm like, I really have to pay attention to
Yeah.
like how your elbows look when you take the bar off.
Exactly, and
so I can
that's the
figure
rule.
out your
Yeah.
like level of full blown
Yeah.
extension of the elbow.
Yeah. And some actually will kind of start with soft elbows, but that's where it's to the head referee. You can give the head referee can give a replace command and instruct you to start with your locked. Or if you start without that, you might get a red from you might get a red light from the head referee, but the side referees might not see that, and you might just get a 2 white light lift.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, platform 2. Oh, platform 1, that was a no lift. Platform 2, Mike Burns.
Yeah, 177.5 for Mike Burns. He's getting into a good position there. Wearing the Team USA singlet.
Oh,
And
but you
just
can't
not there
push it
today.
out.
So again, you can't go down in weight with a missed attempt, but you'll be able to take the same weight. You can increase if you want, but rarely do we see that. A certain context you can, maybe if it's a veteran lifter that just jumped a command or something weird like that. If the strength was obviously there on the lift, maybe you just reduce the amount that you planned to jump to a 2.5 jump or something like that. But yeah, so another American record attempt being loaded up, or is loaded up on platform 1. It's 60 kilos for a raw master 6 lifter. This age division should be an American record attempt. This is a master 6 lifter, which means Sam is over 90 years old attempting 132. Wow.
What?
If I'm alive, I will be happy.
Wait, I'm sorry. I saw the 5, but not the 1.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like,
Usually
okay,
the
these
ones
are
before the
couple.
5.
Wow.
That's
oh my
amazing.
Gosh.
Great job, Sam. Referees say.
I'm Team Sam. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
my
That's
life.
crazy. The day is young, but craziest thing I've seen today. I think
but
yeah.
Sam is not, and
Yeah.
he is still here benching today.
Wow.
That's amazing. Oh man, Lou Foseco gets 3 right lights in his second attempt. My
Yeah, but he's not
grandmother-
90.
He's not.
Lou,
he's not
great
as
job, Lou,
cool.
but let's see you lift at 90, Lou.
My grandmother is 90, and literally 90, and I cannot imagine that woman even trying to lay down for
Yeah.
bench press. I can't imagine her lifting a broomstick.
Yeah.
Chest, actually.
Wow.
Love your grandma. Anywho, so Eugene Weiss, we have Masters 5, so he's in his 80s.
That's
and he is
crazy.
hitting a 65 kilo bench press.
Yeah, keep it up. I want to see you come
Three
back
white
as a
lights.
Master 6 lifter there.
Please be motivated by Sam.
Yeah.
Vincent.
That's so cool.
I know. But I think we're gonna talk about it for a while. Yo, if I ever see a 7, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna run out there and just like shake his hand. Does that exist? Is that even an option in the rules?
I'm not sure, but I want to know the liability insurance on that.
Oh my god. We have great spotters and loaders, and they just need to survive with their help to get through the lift. We're good.
All right, Vincent on 2. He also competed full power. Full power yesterday. So quick turnaround.
Ooh, did he say press? That was a fast.
And he had a huge bench yesterday as well.
Okay.
So he had, I believe he had an American record attempt yesterday that he did not secure. I believe he'll send me some hate mail if I'm wrong on that.
He totally will.
But yeah, great bench presser.
All right, platform 3, we have Braden Gulch. Okay, so I have this conversation every time I see someone come out with chalk in the butt. I want your opinion on chalk in the butt.
I hate it. It can be done correctly, but even when done correctly, it doesn't have a purpose. And I was actually talking about this with a lot of the referees back in, we're having some meals provided. And so back in the dinner the other night, that topic did come up. And it provides contrast to the referee, and it's saying to the referee, hey, I might struggle with this, and this is my defense. No, just execute. Like, I don't like it personally.
I just blatantly it contrasts the bench. It's white and on black. So now I can see your butt come off very easily.
Exactly.
And if your butt almost comes off but doesn't fully, it looks like it does.
Yep.
So as a referee, I'm always like, bro, that's not the best way to go about it in my opinion. Also, like, can you imagine benching and your butt just magically slides off the bench? Like just whee.
Whee. Oh man. I hope nobody's listening.
And
turns
Jack
that into a little soundbite. So I was acting like that didn't happen.
And he's got a strong press. That is a good lift in my opinion. But unfortunately, platform 3, we have 3 red lights. Platform 2, Daniel Godrew.
Yeah.
Taking his second. 452 pounds.
Nice.
Let's see. I think it was good.
Referees
awesome.
agree.
3 white lights.
Yeah, the referee I was talking to, one of the referees I was talking to about that, the chalk on the butt as well, she also mentioned the shoes that have the like bright neon bottoms, where again it kind of provides contrast of, because you need to maintain contact with the ground, so it can be another easy contrast position where you can easily see something change there. It looks like a good lift there. Second attempt bench for Henrik on 1. He'll be followed by Owen Becker. Bar goes to 120 for this teen lifter. Got teens in the bench only. That's awesome to see. Jacob on 3. Found a fight.
Oh, man.
Just won't take. They may have taken that early there. So
I think he set to rack it, and the other side didn't grab it fast enough.
But yeah, if either on squat or bench, the spotters step in early, and we saw this yesterday for equip squat, you can actually request a relift if the head referee doesn't automatically like give that to you. So yeah, just something to keep in mind there.
All right, Owen Becker. Oh, Hubert Williams is coming out on platform 1.
But good lift there for Owen Becker.
Troy Faseko, platform 2. We're on second attempts for all 3 platforms. We are moving along.
So Troy here on platform 2. He is setting up under 215 kilos. Brandon is about to unrack 212.5 kilos. And Hubert Williams about to self-lift off 137.5. Oh, man.
You see Troy Faseko?
Fast,
that was a very fast descent, but he couldn't quite get to the sticking point.
I mean, Jen Thompson is obviously the bench presser we referenced earlier. Legendary bencher. She is a huge advocate of a fast descent to the chest, but it needs to be as fast as you can, but controlled.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because you have to bring that bar to a motionless position on the chest to get the press command. So you must maintain that control, and control also equals tension. You need tension for efficient lifting.
Yes. Platform 3, Preston Savoy. I've definitely commented for him before because I like his name, and that's how I remember him.
Yeah.
So.
And very accomplished and, I'd say, frequent competitor.
Beautiful lift.
Yeah. A little bit more narrow, too. Doesn't feel the need to go max width there.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about grips. So, max, if you guys look, you can see, like, on platform 3, because no one's there right now, there's rings on the bar. So max grip is having your index finger fully cover the ring.
Yeah.
And beside from that, you can go inside the rings as much as you want. There is no, like, too narrow of a grip. A lot of people do max grip because that's less range of motion, but it depends on the person. Like, for me, for example, I can't go full max grip, but I'm pretty close to it.
Yeah.
But when I go full wide, for some reason, my shoulder feels so unstable every time. I just give up on it. So it's not for me.
Yeah, and if you bring the grip in, you will be able to hit a little bit more and reinforce with a little more triceps. And so again, based off leverages and strengths there as well, you might want to change the width of the grip there. We have seen, I was talking about this with Carly the other day, we have seen a trend more towards closer grip benches, especially in some of the higher weight class men, which typically we have a little bit longer arms, not necessarily the 125s, 140, 140 plus, but at least the 90s to the 110s. I have pretty long arms, pretty long range of motion, but I actually do have a closer grip bench, and it feels the best for me.
Nice.
Matthew Cronin on 3. Love this guy as a competitor.
Me too.
Yeah. And pretty solid there. Slowed a little bit there towards the top, but that's exactly what you want to see with the second attempt, honestly. So seconds and thirds on any given lift, you're expecting a little bit more technical breakdown. You're expecting a little bit more drop in the velocity and speed. I mean, the weight's getting heavier, right? It's to be expected. But that's where, again, you're testing that. You're testing, all right, what breaks down? When does it break down? What do I need to work on? That's what we do in training, so that when we come to the platform, we know, hey, this is my sticking point. This is what I need to be anticipating and be able to push through. Or this is where I might get out of position, but this is how I get back into position.
Mm-hmm. Platform 3, Sean McCall taking up 140 kilos. That's a very narrow grip. Let's see if you can push it out. A lot more tricep. Question for you. He grinded it out very nicely. Question for you. Like, real question. So when you see someone's elbows flare outside of the grip width because it's so narrow, do you think that's a weak position?
That's tough. Typically, I don't like it. I try to go more for the stack positions for everybody. But depending on the lifter, there's always going to be outliers within anything. But depending on the lifter, I might just have them go maybe a finger width or two further out and see if that can improve that.
Yeah.
But some people, even on max grip, like bench, do like that flare back. So they like that flare back, and it's more of the back and up execution, the kind of like the J curve bar path there. So
well, that I fully understand.
Yeah.
I personally can't understand going so narrow that your elbows point out. Like flaring the elbow but having a wider grip, that's like different.
Yeah. And again, it's one of those of like maybe somebody's good with it, but to me, you're losing efficiency there. And it's one of those where it's like typically you're going to have to regain that position. You're going to have to fight for that position again. So, yeah, I would typically advise against that.
Okay, platform 2, Umar Abdullah. Let's see. Ooh, that's a heavy bench.
Yeah.
Looks good, I think.
And that was a big jump. So he had 584 there, 3 whites, opened with 529. But obviously a good lift there.
Platform 1, American record attempt with Adam Bramantes. Raw teen lifter, 18 to 19 years old. Let's see
with
it.
A 431 bench that he's taking all the way to the top. It slowed down, but I don't think there was any downward. Referees say
Yay,
3 white lights.
lights.
Wow.
Love
That's
it.
a big bench for a teen lifter.
Yes. See, I love powerlifting. Every age group can be here. We had youth here on Tuesday. We saw 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
12. It was amazing.
Yeah, I was commentating that with Carly, actually. So there's some really strong youth lifters. I didn't know. I didn't lift till I was like in college, basically. So
I started lifting freshman year of college. So I was 17.
All
I
right,
started powerlifting at 19 though, so I got into it real quick. It was like I like lifting and powerlifting.
Yeah. So good lift there for Jason Mike on 2.
Excellent.
He'll be followed by Brian Brubaker, 147.5. The start of third attempt bench.
Ooh, we got
for
a nice arch on
that Brendan Rojo again.
We've been talking about this. So if you're looking at this lifter, he's gonna have a more technical bench because he has such a large arch. He was moving his shoulders a lot.
Well, and I was about to say, it looked like he was set up a little uneven. Maybe intentional. I doubt it. I don't see the benefit of setting up like that, like
Probably
uneven potentially. But it looked like he was the left shoulder was hanging off a little bit more than the right. Again, like you said, these TSS benches are newer. They are a little bit wider as well, a little grippier. The bench pad cover does have a better design to it that lends itself to that. And then the just design of the bench pad itself lends itself to allow you to be able to dig in multiple weight classes as well, even the lighter weight classes.
Yes. Brian Brubaker got 3 white lights on platform 2. American record attempt on platform 1 with Jeremy Harrer. Our open bench presser, so this is an open American record. That's always toughest to take because that's every age group, period.
A lot of people competing for those open records. Unfortunately, 3 reds there for Kirill, the person before Kirill. See, I meant that too.
Excellent. 3 white lights.
Yeah. And that's on the second attempt, right?
Yes,
so
it is.
he'll be able to follow himself and see if he can further progress that. And what a key note for record attempts is that you can chip away at them. You don't have to take the mandatory 2.5 increment load. So each attempt, and you may have noticed that, like Howard Aaron, for instance, on platform 2, 152.5. So if he had another attempt here and went up, no lift there for him. Unfortunately, just too much on the day. But you'd have to go 155. So increments of 2.5 and less attempting American records. You can chip away at that. Todd Talford on 1, 2 white lights, setting us up for our favorite lifter of the day, potentially the week, the meet, Sam Penner.
Sam Penner,
my guy, chipping away at his own record. Yeah.
Our master 6 in his that's just 90 plus. Like they're not even. So that's how it goes. There's no 100, just 90 plus. Like whatever else is out there is out there. They don't gotta do 901. There is no 7.
So he could be 100 for all we know.
Literally could be 100. Someone's great grandpa's out here about to bench 134 pounds, 61 kilos.
That's all our great grandpa now.
Oh my gosh.
That's America's great grandpa.
Let's go, Sam. We'll let him get to the bench, take his time.
He's getting help to the bench. I'm crying.
Okay.
What is this?
We'll talk about him more when he actually gets to the hands on the bar. Cody Wolf from platform 2 is taking 385 pounds. It looks good to me. All right. And let's go back to Sam. Let's check this out. Getting the handoff.
He's set up. He made it to the bench. He's set up. Got the blocks. Press command.
Push hard.
Oh man, just not there. But he.
So one thing I want to point out. First of all, I'm just so happy this man got here.
Yeah.
He took his hands off the bar while the spotters took the bar away. That's something you don't want to do. You're supposed to keep your hands on the bar. Thankfully, it's fine. You know, the weight wasn't super heavy for the spotters and loaders, but like you don't want to do that because obviously, I mean, like let's just pretend they lose grip. You just let go. Like that's just the bar going straight towards your face now. That's not good for Sam. Alrighty, but he got his first 2 attempts and still broke world American record. Platform 3, Jacob got 3 red lights, unfortunately, but he does give a pound to our spotters and say thank you for saving my life.
Yeah, class act for sure.
Platform 2, we had 3 red lights. Moving on to Derek Anderson on platform 2 for bench 3rd attempts. This means start to see more red lights, guys, because we're on 3rd attempts, trying to go all out here. get the numbers you came here for. And sometimes it doesn't work out. But we love to see it when it does. Platform 1, we have Eugene, Masters 5, in his 80s. Oh, darn. He did not get that lift, but he got his first 2.
Yep.
Derek Anderson on platform 3, 192.5 kilos, Masters 2, so in his 50s.
Yeah. So, yeah, and keep in mind that a lot of these lifters are probably taking PR attempts on their second attempts. It's not uncommon to take PRs on seconds. And so they're probably just trying to further progress that on thirds. Or seconds also might be matching current PRs. So
Platform.
great control there to the chest on platform 2.
Nice. Okay.
Just not enough there today.
And on 1, we have Joel Ruzick taking his 3rd, Masters 3 in the 60s, 209 pounds on the bar. I'm going to go back to saying the weight on the bar, not his age. Calm down. I'm like, this guy's 50, this guy's 60, this guy's 70.
But nobody beats Sam on age.
Nope. He wins. He gets a second medal for that.
Yeah.
All right, unfortunately, just not there for Joel today on that 3rd attempt. Platform 3 are Brandon Stouffer coming out, taking 212.5 kilos. Platform 2, Thomas Palermo, taking 440 pounds, 202.5 kilos. We got Gary Villanueva. He's Masters 4. Okay, in the 70s.
Yeah, getting back
Love
up there.
to see it. Taking 112.5 kilos. Unfortunately, no lift on platform 3 for Brandon. Platform 1. Nice grind.
Platform 2, we've got Vincent.
Oh, darn. Probably butt coming up to red lights.
So Vincent, the bar goes to 207.5. It's 457. And then Jonathan Myshock on platform 3. That is my weight class. That is not my bench, though. 479 on the bar for Jonathan. Just not there today. But, yeah, he's a great bench presser, obviously.
Preston Savoy.
Wow.
Coming out on platform 3.
Vincent brought that back up to the top after a long week. Already competed. Great job there, Vincent. Jack Rubio, 120 kilos. Platform 1. Looks pretty good to me. Let's see what the referees have to say. They agree. 3 white lights. And now Michael Wynn on platform 2, attempting 210 kilos for his 3rd and final bench. Preston Savoy on 3, 220 kilos, getting set up. The unrack is there. Waiting for the start command. We got it. Press off the chest. Brought it back to the top. The rack. Referees say
3 white lights. Excellent
Love
lift for
it.
Preston. Matthew Cronin coming up next on platform 3 with 225 kilos. Platform 1, Henrik Edstrom. We're on 3rd attempts, y'all. It's where it gets more fun. 122.5 kilos.
Nice.
Henrik.
Oh, hit that wall there, though, unfortunately.
You'll see that sometimes.
Good effort.
You'll see, like, it's moving,
Yeah.
it's sticking point, and it's just like, no.
Yeah.
Like, down.
It's tough. And it feels like an eternity. Oh, we had some downward movement of the bar on 2 before the start command.
Yeah, I was very confused.
So,
I literally glanced over.
yeah.
What happened?
That probably just threw out the movement pattern as well.
Yeah.
And just as a mental note, it's one of those of like you probably knew it happened, that you weren't going to get the lift there anyways. So it's going to take some of the mental effort out of the lift already, wind out of the sails. But Matthew Cronin, the self lift off, 4-plate date, calibrated.
That's not 405, it's 496.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering. Platform 1, unfortunately, no lift, 3 red lights.
See, and there on Cronin's lift, they had 4 spotters. So I'm not sure what the threshold is. I'll have to check the rule book on that one.
490.
Yeah, exactly.
499?
So that, 496.
Oh, okay.
So,
Basically 500.
yeah.
Maybe it's close
It may be one of those where it's like if they elect to, they can obviously elect to do it kind of earlier. There's nothing wrong with being extra safe on it. But yeah, I'll have to double check on the rule book on that.
Yeah. Platform 1, Hubert Williams. I also like Hubert.
Yeah.
Raw Master number 3. So that means 60, 69 years old.
And a 314 bench there too. That's.
I think I'm starting
that's
to
up
realize
there.
I just like anyone over the age of like 60. I just think it's adorable. I think it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Like Grandpa. Wow.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great speed and control to the chest, though. Great job there, Hubert.
We just finished up on platform 3, so
Yeah.
we're finishing out now with platforms 1 and 2. We are at the tail end. We have Daniel Gadrew on platform 3. Oh, 2, sorry. And Monty Murphy on platform 1.
Yep. 165 loaded on the bar for Monty on 1. That's 363 in freedom units. And then 227.5, 501 pounds for Daniel on 2. Hits there pretty low, but that's exactly where he wants to hit, obviously. Looks like a good lift to me. We'll see what the side referees, all the referees have to say. Side referees say no lift there.
Okay. Platform 1,
yeah.
Let's see it. We're from Monty Murphy. And we have Jeremy Fisher coming out on platform 2. Can you push it out? It's a nice
Yeah,
grind.
looks like it.
Nice,
Oh,
slow,
that's
controlled
awesome.
grind.
That's one of the best feelings, is when you know you made the
Yay.
exact call that you needed for that day.
Excellent. Jeremy Fisher, let's see it from him. And on platform 1, Terry Zervos coming out with a 369-pound bench.
Yep, so Jeremy, 230 kilos, 507 on the bar.
That bar is, it's on his chest now.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough. Take, yeah.
Like they can hear me.
Yeah.
All right, no lift for Jeremy. Terry Zervos taking 369. There we go.
Yeah, good fight there.
Kept pushing.
And then a state record attempt here on platform 2 for Arnold Barnett. Yeah, it caught me off. This is like the second time that there's been the notification for the state record. It always catches me off guard because I'm ready to just be like, another American. Yeah.
Well, state record from Arnold. I don't know what state, but
Yeah.
whatever state he's from. So state records is literally the state you live in.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Residency.
So you can come over in Las Vegas and get your state record from New Jersey.
Yeah.
If from Jersey. Example.
So this is 518.
Yes, let's see it. And just another quick shout out to our amazing sponsors. Without them, we wouldn't be here. We have Rogue, SBD, A7, RP periodization app. Thank y'all so much for sponsoring this meet. USAPL Mega Nationals. Let's see it.
I believe
Platform
the
1,
state
Peter.
record
darn.
will
Okay,
be good.
stuck.
Yep. 3 whites for Arnold there on
Excellent
platform
job.
2.
If y'all are near Las Vegas, you can come watch this in person. We got some awesome vendors inside as well.
Yeah, we have a little booth here out in the kind of lobby area, the entrance area to and where the registration and entrance to the main venue are.
Yes. At the Westgate Las Vegas Hotel. And platform 1, Will Shelton taking his 3rd attempt. Platform 2, Celistus Shizzle taking his 3rd attempt.
And just 4 lifters to go on platform 2 and 5 lifters to go on platform 1. Will Shelton just quite can't finish that there. But now we have 2 American record attempts on these platforms. Adam Viramontes on platform 1.
Teen. Amazing.
Yeah,
Love
that
to
teen
see
lifter.
that.
Wow, he jumped from 418 to 440.
Let's
Basically
see it.
441.
10 kilos.
Love it. And then Calistus Schissel on platform 2, 246.
So what's cool about national records, you can chip them by however much you want, guys.
Yeah.
So you're going to see only increments of 2.5 for every single lift. But if you want to take an American record, you can chip up whatever you like 1 kilo, half a kilo, 2, whatever. So it's cool because you can play around with it.
Yep.
All right, let's see both these American records. Hopefully they both happen. We're almost at the end. And on a good note.
So getting the handoffs right at the same time. Start command given already to Callistus. And
it's got stuck though.
Just not going to be there. And the same on platform 1, unfortunately. Again, its stats are kind of not in your favor here. It's hard to make that call. Hard not to run out of that gas and be able to finish that. So a state record being loaded on platform 2 for Jeremy Auerbach, and that is at 257.5, 567 on the bar for him. They're lowering it to the proper rack height for him there. And then on platform 1, Brandon Rojo, one of our favorite benchers from the day so far. Just a very good technical bench, a nice high arch there. We'll get to see him set up here shortly under 203. It's 447.54 pounds.
American record and then state record on platform 2 from whatever state Jeremy Auerbach is from.
Yep.
567 pounds. Nice heavy bench. And then we have 447 for Brandon. And unfortunately, he got stuck hard, Jeremy. So that's his 3 red lights. And we got Brandon with the nice arch. We talked about that before. Let's see him pushed out.
He was kind of lifting there.
See him pushed out. Oh, okay.
Leaning there to the left side a little bit more.
He was off again.
Yeah.
Just a little crooked.
Yeah, and some people, because this is a new rack, like new racks provided by TSS, not everybody's been able to lift on them. And so some people, I mean, great reviews overall, but some people are still trying to adjust. They're kind of used to the old TSS racks where it's a little bit stiffer, harder to sink into. So if you're not used to sinking in, not everybody likes it, apparently.
Well, I'll even say, though, like, for his attempt, like, that might not be the reason he's crooked. He could literally be crooked training at home. He could literally have, like, more flexibility on one side, more mobile.
Yeah, some imbalances happen, or it could just be caused by, like, tightness on one side that doesn't allow for as much retraction there, that sort of thing. So
many reasons. We are asymmetrical beings.
Yeah.
Umar Abdullah on platform 2. It's stuck hard. Oh, darn.
Just hit a wall there as well.
I don't know why darn became my new favorite word. Let me stop saying it. I'm getting on my own nerves.
All right, Jeremy
error. Oh, no. Okay,
unfortunately, not going to get that.
Not happen.
Yeah. And then we're about to have our last lifter on platform 1.
Todd Talford. That's an American record attempt.
American record attempt at 218. That's 480 pounds at a 90-kilo weight class for Todd Talford. And then bar is being loaded. The safety heights are being adjusted for Jason Mike. 600 pounds on the bar for this third and final attempt from Jason Mike. Jason has represented USA on the national stage. Well, as a national team lifter on the international stage, I should say. Being handled by Marty Agos there in his corner. You know, Jason actually trains out of his gym a lot. And with a lot of these 600-pound benches.
Oh, can you get it? Oh, it's stuck hard. He shook his head no.
It hit the side on that right side.
I didn't even
so he was
that.
pressing back into the rack. It hit the J hooks a little bit. Yeah.
Ooh, but a smooth American record from Todd Talford. Look good to me. And
2-1.
That's all you need. And we are done.
Awesome way to close it out for platform 1.
Excellent.
Great job, Todd.
Last lifter on platform 2, Curtis Wainwright. Let's bring it home. 75. Wait. Oh. Bench 1.
Oh.
For Curtis Wainwright.
Is this correct? Well, okay. So that's interesting.
Bad commentary. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, bad journalism.
We are done, and that's confused me. Well, actually, the screen is straight up wrong.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Lifting Cast is lying to us. That's why we are bad.
Yes, I blame technology. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That's it for the men's Raw/Equipped bench press. I'm Solana Lewis. If y'all are interested in listening to some awesome podcasts about powerlifting, check out the Power and Lifting podcast, available on all platforms.
And I am Kyle Miller from Project Strength. It's a gym down there in Houston, Texas. If you're ever in the area, there's my gym. There's 13 other powerlifting gyms in Houston. It's huge. It's Texas. We are the best powerlifters in the nation, I will say. And you just saw some of the best benchers in the nation. Tune back in later today. We've got 2 more sessions to go. Later on today, we will have the female 82.5 to 100 plus kilo lifters, both raw and equipped. And that will be commentated by Holly Mann and John Fain. And then the primetime session tonight, that same weight class, the 82.5, the 90, the 100 and 100 kilo plus raw women, commentated by none other than Angelo Fortino and Brandon Rojo. So come back, visit us tonight, and we'll have more lifting tomorrow as well. Thanks for tuning in. We're signing off. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Bye, y'all.